Welcome to my YouTube channel, Tushara's Math Academy. Today I'm going to do the grade 10 English medium, that is graphs, 21st chapter. When it comes to graphs, we have lot of types of graphs. The basic graph is straight line. Right. Now is the Cartesian plane, we say x and this is y. Right. We have straight line graphs. In grade 9, we did straight line graphs like this. You get a lot of straight line graphs. The format is y equals mx plus c, right? When we talk about other graphs, like I'll get another color and show, right? Not only straight line graph, you get curve graphs also, like this, like this. Today we are learning both the types. Right? First of all, we learn the y equals mx plus c graphs. Those are straight lines. You have done this in grade 9 also. The format is y equals mx plus c. In this part, this lesson is divided into two categories, straight line graphs and curve graphs. First, we learn the straight line graphs. Straight line graphs also divided into two parts. That is how to draw the graph. To draw the graph, we need a value table. Example, I have taken y equals 3x plus 1. That is the first part, drawing the graph. The next part, how to find m and c. We'll learn that later. First we learn how to draw the graph. Y equals mx plus c. That is y equals 3x plus 1. To draw the graph, we need a value table, right? Now, x, I can take -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, x. Y equals, y is 3x plus 1. Then y, 3, instead of x, you put -2. Then -6 plus 1, -5. This one, instead of x, you put -1. -1 into 3, -3 plus 1, -4. Instead of x, you put 0. 0 plus 1, 3. 1. Next, instead of x, you put 1. 1 into 3, 3 plus 1, 4. Then third one, the x equals 2. Plus 2, 3 into 2 is 6, plus 1, 7. Likewise, you get the table. Right? After that, we are going to draw the graph according to that. Now look at this. According to the table, we mark the values. Right? How do you mark the points? Coordinates. I write the coordinates here. This is -2, -5. Yes, -2. Here, -5. -5 is somewhere here. I'll just mark -5. Then -1, -2. -2 is here. Got it? Then 0, 1. X 0, 1. Next one, 1, 4. Here. The next one, 2, 2, 7. 7 is somewhere here. Yes, 7. Then you join all, you get the graph. Okay, that is the straight line, y equals 3x plus 1. That is how you draw on the graph. Now we move on to the other part of this straight line graph, how to find the m and c. Right? Right? Finding the m. M is the gradient and c is the intercept. To find, there are three methods. Method 1, using the equation, very easy. That is the easiest way. You are given the equation y equals 3x plus 1. Now the general format is y equals mx plus c. M is 3. Don't take x. You take only 3. Right? M is 3. Then the m is 3 and c is 1. C equals 1. See, that method is very easy. When you are given the equation, you can find the gradient and the intercept. Right? And always y is the subject. You can't Y, only Y should be there. You can't have 3Y, 2Y, 5Y, like that. Okay, that's the first method. Second method is uh, using the graph. Now we go to the graph again. Using the graph, I want to show using the graph. Now, sometimes they give the graph to find the gradient and the intercept. In a gradient, right? You take any 2 points on the graph, this and draw a right angle triangle. Then what is this y height? Y height 1, 2, 3. Y height is 3. X length is 1. Then the gradient m is y height divided by the x length, right? X length. But here we are just getting a number because height doesn't have a plus minus, length doesn't have plus minus values. 3 over 1, 3. Now we don't know whether it's plus or minus. How do you identify whether it's plus or minus? If the graph makes an acute angle with the plus side, this is the plus side, this is the minus side, this is minus side, and this is the plus side. If the acute angle is on the plus, facing to the plus side, then the gradient is plus. If the acute angle facing to the negative side, the gradient is negative. Right? I assume you can understand that. Right. Here you get just a number. Plus, minus, we have to select from the angle. The next one, C. How to get C? The cutting point of y-axis. This is y. Cutting point of y-axis is 1. Then that is plus 1. C is plus 1. Right? Okay? Can you understand that? Right. Okay. So that's how you find M and C using the graph. There is another method using the given points, right? Right. Now look at this. Positive gradient makes an acute angle in the plus side. Negative gradient makes acute angle in the negative side, right? When method 3, when 2 points are given, right? This question is not related to the very example. So this is another example, separate example. We'll see how to do that. Now find M and C equation of the line where the 2 points are now. There is a straight line where the 2 points are joined. You have to find the M and C. I'll take this point, first point as P1, point 1 and point 2. Right? If you want, you can take point 1 as this and point 2 as this. Right. Okay. The first step, you get the difference. Here, M, difference of y coordinates divided by the difference of x coordinate. Now, difference, take the y coordinate minus 5 plus 3. Difference means subtraction. Minus 5 subtraction plus 3. There you get minus 8. 2 subtraction minus 2. There you get plus 4. Then the gradient is minus 2. Here you get the plus minus correctly. No need to check. Because to check, we don't have a graph also, right? See? Then you can get the answer. You get the correct answer, not like earlier. Earlier we had to check whether it's plus or minus. Automatically you get the answer. That is how you find the M. How to find M and C now? Now see, I'll explain it here. Y equals mx plus C. We'll take any point. Point and the gradient. Point, I'll take 2 minus 5. You can take anything. Minus 2 plus 3 also you can take. 2 minus 5 and grade M is minus 2. We'll substitute this. Y is minus 5. M is minus 2. X is 2. Plus C. We don't know C. You get the answer. There you might find, solve an equation. Minus 4 plus C. Then minus 5 plus 4 equals C. That is minus 1. C equals minus 1. Right? Okay, that's how you find the M and C in 3 different ways. Right. Now we'll go to the grade 10 part. Actually, this part we have done in grade 9 also. That's right. Right. Grade 10. We are doing the curves now. Y equals, the general format is y equals ax squared plus c. Now look at this example. Look at this example, y equals, right. As I said earlier, to draw the graph, we need a value table, y equals x squared minus 9. Right? They have given in the question, prepare a value table to draw the above graph from -4 to +4. Then -4, -3, -2, -1, +1, +2, 4, 3, +4, like that, you get the x value. After that, by looking at this, we are creating the table, x squared, x squared, -4, then substitute, -4 into -4, +16, -3 into -3, +9. Likewise, you get the x squared values. -9, just add -9 for all. Then y means the addition of these two. Then you add these two. 16 plus -9, 7. 9 plus 9 minus 9, 0. Likewise, you get y. Then you draw the graph. This is how you draw the graph. Right? The graph, you get a curved line. Right? In grade 10, always axis of symmetry is 0. Okay. Right. After drawing the graph, there are some questions. Right? You can answer these questions using the graph and using the equation also. Now look at this. The first question, is this a maximum graph or minimum graph? Right? How do you check whether it's a minimum graph or maximum graph? By looking at the graph. We see that's a minimum graph. It's going down. If you get like this, that's a min graph. If you get a graph like this, that's a max graph. Directly, clearly, we can say the max graph. Question and the answer. Using the graph, you get minimum graph, not the max graph. Huh? By looking at the graph, you can say that's the minimum graph, right? Now we'll see how to write the answer without now in the first question, right? The first part, you get 25 questions, 2 marks. Right? In that question, you can get this question, is it a maximum graph or minimum graph? Using the equation, how you get it? Y equals x squared minus 9. Right? Actually, there is a general formula, plus or minus x squared minus 9. Right? You can say A, right? This one plus. If it is plus, that's the mean graph. If it is minus, that's a max graph. Right? You know, what is this? Now, by looking at this, you can say, what is our equation? Y equals x squared minus 9. There. This is plus. Then that's a mean graph. Right? If it is minus, max graph. That's how you identify. Now we'll go to the next question, Roman number 2. Find the maximum value or minimum value. Now we have to identify this is a minimum graph. Then there you get the minimum value. Where you cut the graph. That is by using the graph, you get, this is the 9 minus 9. Now, mean value is minus 9. How you are going to use? Using the equation. Y equals the general format plus or minus x squared plus or minus b. This is the mean or max value. Mean or max value. Since that's the minimum graph, you get this. Y equals, look at this, y equals x squared minus 9. That is the minimum value. Without drawing the graph, you can say, right? And the next thing, this is from this part, you get y equals x squared. X squared. X squared equals 0. You make it 0. Then the axis of symmetry you get from that. Right? The next question is how to find the axis of symmetry. Axis of symmetry using the graph is this. This is the axis of symmetry, y-axis. You draw the straight line. Y-axis by using the graph you can get. By using the equation, that is x equals 0. You make it 0. Then x squared equals 0. Then x equals 0. That is using the equation. Write the axis of symmetry Right. Using the graph x equals 0. Right. Next one, write the coordinate of turning point. Turning point is using the graph. Using the graph, how do you get the turning point? There are lots of names. Minimum point, reflecting point, vertex. You must know all the names. Turning point. Turning point coordinate. Now this is 0. What is this coordinate? 0, comma, minus 9 using the graph. Using the equation, you get y equals x squared minus 9. From this, you get y value. From this, you get x value. That is 0, comma, minus 9. Got it? Right. Now, how we are going to find the roots? Look at the 10th question. Roots of x squared minus 9. Right? Solution of, actually, this is a quadratic equation. You know how to solve the quadratic equation. We have done earlier. Now, in this part, we are learning how to solve the quadratic equation using the graph. Right? Now, what is the given here? Drawn equation x squared minus 9. We want to find the roots of x squared minus 9. We'll take this as 1 and 2 and subtract. 1 minus 2. Then what will happen? Y equals 0. In the graph, now, this is the graph we drew, right? Right? The minus 3, cutting point plus 3. This is the x-axis. Actually, you draw y equals 0. Y equals 0 means the x-axis. This is y equals 0 line. The cutting point of y equals 0 and the drawn graph. Those are the solution of x squared minus 9. Minus 3 and plus 3. X equals plus 3 and x equals minus 3. Right. Now, we'll analyze this graph further. Okay. Right. Now look at this. Actually, this is a minimum graph. Right. Okay. Now, we'll analyze this graph further. That means we'll see. Now, always graphs start from left hand side, this side, right? Now it's going down. Right? This is decreasing. From the infinity it comes. Huh? For the easiness only, we write only part of that. From this side, it's decreasing positively up to here, right? This is called decreasing positively, 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 right? Decreasing positively. What's the range? X is less than minus 3. The range x is less than 5. For all the x values, the graph is decreasing positively. Now it's gone. Decreasing, what is this? Up to here? Up to this range, this is decreasing negatively. Negatively. Negative. Right? What's the range? From here to here. What is the range? That x is here. I will give the range. This range is x is less than 0 and greater than minus 3. Now it's turning here. What is this range called? Increasing. Negatively. Negative. What is the range? Yeah, this is the range. This range you can write x is less than plus 3 and greater than 0. Right? This part is going up. Increasing positively. increasing positively, increasing positively, that is x is greater than 3. This range is increasing positive, right? Right. Now, what is this part? Negative. What is the range of x? Where the function is negative. Negative range is this range. This part is negative. Then how do you write that? X is less than plus 3 and greater than minus 3. That is the negative part of the graph. I assume you can understand this lesson. Right. Thank you for watching my video.